All right, if you're a heavier person like me, it may be difficult to find the right mattress for you. You have the problem of sagging and not getting enough support. But I have two mattresses here today that deal specifically with those issues, the Helix Nightfall and the WinkBeds Plus. Which will be right for you? Let's find out. Okay, let's talk about some of the similarities between these two mattresses. First, they're both made specifically for heavier people. They both shouldn't sag, both should be extra supportive, and they both should be extra durable as well. Also, the constructions will be quite similar as well. You're gonna have some similar base layers and similar coils between that, and then you're gonna have on top of that a foam layer. So they're both hybrid mattresses. Okay, while these two mattresses are very similar, they're also different in a couple ways as well. First, just in terms of the size of these mattresses, the WinkBeds Plus is going to be taller. In terms of firmness, the WinkBed is going to be a little bit firmer and definitely a little bit more supportive as well. And also the feels are going to be different. On the WinkBeds Plus, you're going to have kind of a cushiony pillow top feel on top. And over on the Helix Nightfall, you're going to have more of a kind of memory foam top feel on top there. All right, let's talk about the construction difference between these two mattresses. And before we get started, if you want to look more information about these two mattresses in terms of their construction, I'll check out the individual mattress reviews we have for each mattress. All right, starting with the WinkBeds Plus on the cover, you're gonna have a kind of soft cover here. It's gonna be tufted and quilted together with a poly foam. Over in the Helix Nightfall, you actually have a dual layer cover. You can zip this top cover part off and actually replace it with an ultra cool cover option. It's gonna help with heat dissipation. Moving down to the comfort layers, over on the WinkBeds Plus, you're gonna have a latex like gel foam. It's gonna be zone support actually for heavier people. Over here, you're gonna have a Helix dynamic foam, memory foam, and a poly foam. On both mattresses, you're gonna have a very supportive coil system, and at the very bottom, you're gonna have a dense poly foam base layer as well. In terms of durability, I think the WinkBeds Plus is gonna win out. It actually has more of a durable construction. It's gonna have higher density foams there. In terms of breathability, I think it'll be about even, especially if you opt for the kind of cool cover over here on the Helix Nightfall. I think in terms of breathability and sleeping cool, they should be about equal. Let's talk about differences in firmness and feel. First, in terms of firmness, I put the Helix Nightfall at a 7 out of 10, the WinkBeds Plus here at a 7.5 out of 10. They're both firmer than average, but I think the softer mattress is going to be the Helix Nightfall. In terms of feel, the WinkBeds Plus here, you kind of have this cushiony pillow top feel on top. You have a hybrid feel beneath that. You definitely feel this kind of soft pillow toppy feel on the top of the mattress here. Over on the Helix Nightfall, you have some memory foam on top, so you kind of have a memory foam, a little bit of that sinking feeling, but you have a balanced hybrid feel underneath that. So the feels are very, very different, I believe. In terms of moving around these mattresses, in terms of bounce, I'd say they're about even. They have some decent bounce. I didn't have too much trouble moving around in either mattress. Let's talk through how I feel in different sleeping positions on these two mattresses. Starting on the WinkBeds Plus on my back, I feel very, very nice. I feel well supported. I feel the kind of cushion pushing up into my lower lumbar area there. I feel very well supported. Moving on my side, I definitely feel some pressure on my shoulders and my hips. I get a little bit of cushioning from that pillow top, but not quite enough. On my stomach, great overall support. I'm not bowing into the hips. I feel very well supported here. Moving over to the Helix Nightfall here, my back, I'm also well supported. I also feel that kind of foam press my lumbar area. Not quite as supported though as I am over on the WinkBeds Plus. On my side, feeling a little bit of pressure on my shoulders and my hips, but less pressure than I felt on the WinkBeds Plus. And on my stomach, good overall support as well. I am supported in this position, but I didn't feel quite as supported as the WinkBeds Plus. So what does that mean? If you are a heavier back sleeper, I lean more towards the WinkBeds Plus. Heavier side sleeper, I'd lean towards the Helix Nightfall. If you're a heavier stomach sleeper, I'd go with the WinkBeds Plus. I've given my kind of subjective take of what I thought of these two mattresses in terms of firmness and feel, but I wanted to give you an objective view as well. And to do that, I'm gonna use a pressure map. We put the pressure map down on the mattress, I lie down. The most important thing to pay attention to is my shoulders and my hips. You'll see anywhere from blue for no pressure all the way to red for high pressure. So I wanted to see in terms of these two mattresses, how they dealt with pressure, especially in side sleeping. On the Helix Nightfall, I was actually seeing some pressure on my shoulders and my hips, some heavy red. That's interesting, I actually thought it was quite pressure relieving compared to the WinkBeds Plus. And the WinkBeds Plus, there was less red on my shoulders and my hips. So it's just definitely something to note. If you sleep with a partner, there's two additional things you might want to think about. That's going to be motion transfer and edge support. Now, motion transfer is how much movement can you feel on your side of the mattress when someone moves around on the other side of the mattress. Edge support is how secure do you feel sitting near the edge and lying down near the edge of the mattress. In terms of motion transfer, while neither mattress was the best with motion transfer, I think the Helix Nightfall performed a little bit better. It has that foam layer on top that kind of absorbs that motion a little bit better than it does in the WinkBeds Plus. In terms of edge support, the WinkBeds Plus is firmer. It also has a reinforced edge. I feel more secure sitting near the edge, and lying down I also feel less like I'm going to roll off. Okay, I've talked about the construction of these two mattresses, the firmness and feel, as well as other details. But what you really want to know is which mattress did you get? Okay, starting with the WinkBeds Plus. If you like a pillow top kind of cushiony feel with your mattress, this is definitely the one to go with. You can see it kind of rising above here. I felt very soft and cushioned on this mattress. Also, if you are a back or stomach sleeper and you're heavier, I think this is definitely the mattress to go with. I felt more supported on my back and my stomach, definitely was bowing in less at the hips. And finally, if you're looking for a durable mattress, a more long-lasting mattress, a long-term investment, definitely go with the WinkBeds Plus here. Higher density foam, I think it's gonna be a longer lasting mattress. Okay, moving to the Helix Nightfall here. If you like more of a kind of memory foam feel on top, but overall kind of a balanced hybrid feel with your mattress, this is the one to go with. I kind of sunk in just a little bit, felt very, very nice. It's also the softer mattress of the two. So if you feel like a little bit more softness with your mattress, I'd lean more towards the Helix Nightfall. And I think lastly, if you are a heavier side sleeper like me, it might be the better one to go with. I did feel some pressure on my shoulders and my hips, but less than I felt on the WinkBeds Plus. Okay, I think these mattresses may seem quite similar at first, but there are some notable differences. If you think about what firmness and feel you're looking for, the choice shouldn't be too difficult. If you're still having trouble though, leave a comment below and I'll get right back to you. All right, that about does it for our comparison here. If you're just getting started on your search, check out mattressclarity.com. If you want to see a list for our top picks for heavy people, Google Mattress Clarity, best mattress for heavy people, and let me know if you have any questions.